What are the questions that come in on Haryana? Well, we have 5 or 6 questions. I'll put them on the screen now. Why you should be reading tomorrow's election result? One is, can the BJP emerge from being a fringe player to being a dominant force? At the most, they've been a fringe player. Take a big call. Can they be a dominant force? If they do, Amit Shah really gains. Let's go very quickly through the questions on your screen. The second and very critical question is, will the BJP's decision to fight without the support of a regional party in Haryana pay off? It's an extension of the first question, but it's not the first time the BJP is trying to come out on its own, almost like a political debutante. Has the absence of a strong leadership been successfully camouflaged with Modi being the face of the campaign? Is Modi trying to build a younger leadership, a leadership more loyal to him, like Captain Abhimanyu perhaps, who's joining us in a minute from now? How big an issue is corruption and the conviction of the Chautalas on the fortunes of the INLD? They say that Haryana is a state which is not affected by anything apart from caste and other combinations. Is corruption going to be a big issue for the first time perhaps? And is the Congress party going to lose this bastion? And if it does, the uncomfortable questions will have to be asked. This question will then come to the fore. In my view, this is the most important question. Because stemming somewhere from the sheer arrogance of the Congress party in refusing to give up the land, in 2 or 3 times trying to ensure and justify that Robert Vadra gets the land with the DLF deal, this question will be asked. In the undoing of the fortunes of the Congress party, has Mr. Robert Vadra played a great role? And is this election a matter of political survival for political parties like the HJC? MS Malik is member of the Political Affairs Committee of the INLD, and Captain Abhimanyu Singh, national spokesperson of the BJP, also considered to be possible chief minister if the BJP wins. Joining us now. Rajiv Desai, independent political analyst, has been leaning towards the Congress party in the past. I'm coming to you in a minute. First, let's get moving with our Haryana panel. Captain Abhimanyu Singh, honestly tell me, has Robert Vadra's case helped the BJP in Haryana?
Arnav, we have to admit that in last 10 years, the Congress indulged in blatant corruption, and so many land scams took place. One of them was definitely much hyped. That was Robert Vadra land scam. So this particular case had something more added to that, because just to please the Congress High Command, so many officers were punished, and particularly Mr. Ashok Khemka was not only transferred, but he was punished to the extent of sending notices late in the night and sending SMSs by the officers as senior as Chief Secretary level. So it is a much hyped case for sure, but as far as Congress party in Haryana is concerned, there are land scams to the tune of few lakh crore rupees which have come to the fore and which have been highlighted not only by the opposition like us, but also acknowledged and recognized by the honorable high courts, and even honorable Supreme Courts have reported that the various forms of land scams have taken place in Haryana. So to say that in last 10 years Haryana has suffered tremendous amount of misrule, tremendous amount of corruption, and tremendous amount of misgovernance on the part of Huda government.
Is corruption one of the reasons why the INLD is in such a situation? After all, Mr. Malik, the INLD got the second highest number of seats in the 2009 assembly election. You got 26% vote share. You did very well. The only thing that has changed between then and now has been the conviction of the Chautalas. Ajay Chautala, Om Prakash Chautala, on very serious grounds of corruption. So, I know that you try to project yourself as the victim, that you try to get sympathy, saying this is all a political case and all that, but has corruption proved to be the undoing of the INLD? Mr. Malik.
Well, your first statement that they has been convicted on the serious corruption charges, that itself is wrong. Nowhere in the judgment, the corruption issue, it has been convicted on grounds of corruption. There has been certain irregularities on the part of the corruption. The judge, honorable judge, has said the corruption charges have not been proved against Chaudhry Om Prakash Chautala and Chaudhry Ajay Singh Chautala. This statement itself is wrong.
No, I know that you have tried to, give this whole impression that you're the victim, you are trying to create jobs, etc., etc. But come on, your leader is in jail. I don't think you can run away from that fact. Sunil Alak wants to come in, Navika wants to come in. The debate is open, by the way. The INLD says corruption is not an issue. Sabha wants to counter you. Sabha Naqvi, political editor of The Outlook, is saying something to you.
First of all, if the BJP has a clean sweep, if it does very well in Haryana from being a fringe player, that means that corruption was actually more important than we thought it was. There will naturally be a social composition, but both the Hudas and the Chautalas are tainted with corruption. There is the Vadra case, as you've just mentioned, and Mr. Chautala's image is there. In that case, then we'll have to say that corruption did matter to some extent.
Yeah.
Of course, we'll have to look at the social composition also, but corruption would have counted there.
Artosh.
Well, certainly. I think what we will find is that while the vote percentage will not decline significantly, the fact is, with the Congress dropping, they have not gained anything at all in this process. Whatever the anti-incumbency vote there is in Haryana seems to have moved towards the BJP. It has just shifted, is what every suggestion from the ground is at the moment.
Yeah, we have a bit of breaking news with Anand. We'll go to that, and when I come back, we're going to go straight to the national picture. Anand, over to you.
Well, thanks, Arnab. Going straight across to Shamsher with the news that there could be a repeat of the Bihar model in Haryana. Yes, Shamsher.
Congress nor the INLD is going to confirm it, but a surprising move on the lines of the mega alliance that we saw in Bihar in order to stop the BJP. The INLD and Congress may actually come together. Top level sources have confirmed to us that Sharad Yadav
That's
is
what
playing.
Shamsher is saying, that Arnab, anything to keep the BJP out, INLD, Congress, formidable rivals would shake hands.
Hartosh.
Arnab, it doesn't make any sense at all.
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense because either the BJP will have the numbers, or let's say they're a little short. You think Chautala is going to get protection from the Congress? He's going to want a tie-up with the BJP right now. The Congress has to. So I don't see the logic of this unless the numbers are really short and two of them come together. It does not. Who does it benefit?
But even the C-voter poll didn't predict a clear majority for the BJP. So the possibility of others teaming together cannot be ruled out.
There is.
This
Why
kind of
wouldn't
scenario.
they team up to keep the BJP out?
You see,
it would be a logical thing
for
to do.
that team up to be effective, it would have to be a three-way split. And it doesn't look like that at all. I think Congress is getting limited to the Rohtak region, INLD in its own area. I think the BJP is cutting across castes again and getting the support of non-Jats as well as a section of the Jats.
Yeah.
That is why I think it will be very close to a majority.
Yes. Now,
Arnav, if I may point out that if what the exit polls are saying is that the BJP is number one, but INLD also gets a substantial number, and the Congress is reduced to a small number, then it's likely that the INLD will go with the Congress, because INLD and BJP both are now the main rivals, and Congress is the poor third.
Yeah.
So obviously there is no question of the INLD and the BJP getting together, because the INLD also has its own ambitions in Haryana, the BJP has its own ambitions, and the Congress has become a poor third.
How will they form the party? How will they form?
But you see, yes, Navika, actually, Captain Abhimanyu said very clearly the last time that he came that there is absolutely no question. I don't see him on the line, but here he is. That there's absolutely no question of a tie-up with the INLD. I just want to hear it once more from him. Captain Abhimanyu, you are steadfast on that? You want change tomorrow?
Yes, Arnav. Yes, Arnav.
You are steadfast on that,
I say
Captain?
it again. I reiterated what our Honorable Prime Minister had said in the rally in front of the thousands and lakhs of people, that we will not enter into any understanding, truck or alliance with the party, with the people who are convicted and languishing in jails. And today, you have exposed the unholy alliance that is now being brokered between Congress Party and INLD, and it's a good thing to see that these kind of paths that are corrupt, paths that have indulged in family dynasty politics in the past that had made Haryana suffer because of the discrimination that they indulged in as far as the social segments and
Mr. Malik, no, I see Mr. Malik is
Haryana concerned are finally coming around together.
Mr. Malik should deny it. One second. Mr. Malik should deny. Don't you think, Captain Abhimanyu?
Let me.
Don't you
let
think
me
Mr.
speak.
Malik? Don't you think Mr. Malik should deny it right now on Times Now? If he is not, he should deny
I
it.
don't agree with
If
the
at all,
Captain
if at all, he
Abhimanyu.
has the power
Few
to
of
say
your
so.
channels have also predicted the defeat of the Chief Minister candidate. If you believe on these exit polls, these are totally unreliable, and we will form the government of our own. And so far as the cases are concerned, BJP, the boss, they're facing so many cases, so many
But
other leaders
it's
of
not
BJP
about that.
facing so
Captain
many
Malik,
cases.
answer the question, deny it. I would say today I have to go to a break. But before I go to the break, I want to hear it from you. You should immediately, right now, take on Captain Abhimanyu, deny it, and solemnly swear that you will not. Since you say you are not tainted by corruption, something I don't agree with you, you should say that you will not team up with a party that is responsible for authorizing Robert Vadra's land deals. Don't you think you should say it, Sabha? Don't you think you should say
It
so?
is only Indian National Lokdal
He should. I agree with Arnab entirely.
No, don't you think you should deny
Indian
it?
National Lokdal, which has exposed the corrupt practices of the
deny
Congress
it. No,
by submitting a memorandum
no, that's
to
not
His
good enough,
Excellency.
Captain Malik.
And the BJP
Captain Malik,
get it, they will submit
Captain
a
Malik, no, that's not good enough. I
against
want to
Mr.
hear you deny it.
Does government.
I
Till
want you to.
today, they have not submitted any memorandum, and we will take action
Captain
against
Malik,
the
is that a denial?
corrupt
Captain Malik, is that a denial? It's
Yes.
not a denial. Is that a denial?
Yes.
Captain Malik denied that he's
Yes.
going to tie up with you, but I don't hear that denial coming from the INLD. Do you do that? Captain Abhimanyu, can you hear him? Was that a denial, Captain Abhimanyu? Or do you think Mr. Malik is dodging you?
He has to obtain the authority from the family hierarchy, whether he can really comment on this or not. But as far as I am
We are
concerned, I can
coming to
say
power
that
of our own. We
INLD
don't
and
need
Congress party
anybody's,
today stand exposed,
support.
and the
Tomorrow's result
immorality
will
and
show.
unholy alliance today stands exposed.
Okay, quick word from...
Abhimanyu, the question is, if you are a few seats short of the halfway mark, then who do you go with?
Let me assure you that the exit polls that have come up are only indicative of the direction in which the wind is blowing. And we are more than 100% sure that tomorrow when the results come out, we are going to attain more than two-thirds majority in Haryana Assembly. Let me assure you that, Navika.
Okay, so, okay.
Why did you go with that? There is such a Sauda. You should not have gone with them.
We will now...
With who?
We will...
They should not have gone with them. Why should you go with them?
Just 1 minute.
You should not have gone with such a Sauda that there are group. If you are confident of winning, BJP should not have gone with their group.
Okay, 1 minute, gentlemen. I thank our guest from Haryana. I thank Captain Abhimanyu. I thank Mr. Malik, who avoided my offer there that he should simply deny it. I wish them both luck. And I hope they come on tomorrow. Rajiv Desai must be thinking, why am I being kept back for so long? Because Rajiv Desai, I want you on the national picture. Right. Captain Abhimanyu and Mr. Malik, thank you very much. The Information and Broadcasting Minister, Prakash Javadekar, who is joining me now, is also a veteran of Maharashtra politics. And he has a deep understanding of the politics in the state of Maharashtra. A long-standing spokesperson of the BJP, Rajya Sabha Member of Parliament, head of the Maharashtra Planning Commission. And, you know,
From 95 to 99.
he's had a very long understanding of Maharashtra. I'm only putting this in the context of the fact that you are very young people who are now saying that we you know, that we are open to being chief minister. But we're not going to talk about that. My question to Prakash Javadekar at a national level, because we are discussing the national picture, Mr. Javadekar, is this. In your view, and this is one of my first questions, and with your answers, we'll open up the debate. Was the BJP's decision to field Narendra Modi and Narendra Modi, Narendra Modi and only Narendra Modi in this election a masterstroke? Or are you committing too much? Mr. Javadekar.
Will you judge this by the results, or will you grant us some marks for strategy? The issue is what is relevant today, what is the expectation of the voters? And let me put it here, one experience. When we talk of aspirations, we talk of middle class. But let me tell you, this is aspirations of the poor, which are represented in a huge form in all Lok Sabha and assembly elections. if Lok Sabha was Dhoom 1, the assembly elections are Dhoom 2.
Right. How
This
many
is
sequels
happening
will you
because
have?
People want, the poor want.
No, but Doom
No,
has had
I'm
3
not
sequels.
going
No,
into
one
the
second.
numbers.
Mr. Javadekar, I know that line of
No.
yours. No, that line of yours, you have coined, you're very happy with it, and I'm sure that it is going to be used in many places. No, one second. Doom 1, Doom 2. But you know the danger is what happens is.
Doom 3 was a flop.
No, one second. No, but he should, Mr. Javadekar, what happens between Doom 1, Doom 2, sometimes there is Doom 3, and then you can't have Doom 4. Doom 3 did not do so well.
No, it did.
Anyway,
And
the
Doom-
stars also change. 1 minute. The stars also change between the different Dooms. So if you have Doom 4, it's not necessary that the stars of Doom 1 will be in Doom 4.
No, but Doom 3 is the next Lok Sabha election.
Why are you answering for the Information and Broadcasting Minister, Sunil Alagh?